solo game is back! Hallelujah! Ugh. Ugh. Okay. About dang time. In the middle of a war. Ain't been before. Ugh, couldn't even do the daily. Couldn't do it. Unfortunate, because like I would have liked to have the arena like done already, but I had to like just kind of chill, waiting for the game to stupid freaking game come back. But tis what it is. I need to. What is it I do need to do? That doesn't function the way I want it to. Yeah, in the middle of a war. And ain't been before in the mountains. Cost me 150, but we'll see if it was worth it. Lowered the ting. That was pretty inconsequential as far as total value. Anyway, listen. Alright, we got that. That down. Let's take Kozumik. Alright. Alright. Arena, tower grind. I might need to do some rank ups to do the skill one. I'm about hard blocked without. I need to punch up 30, which is a bit rough with some of them, so I might lose if I don't do a couple, at least like rank 2s or something. Alright. Possibly rank 2. Alright, that is that finished. Finished. So we can finish off this arena. Still got a little bit more on the featured than obviously the basic, but I can hold off on that too. So we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. So thankfully we didn't get really hard blocks stuck on the shorts because I was kind of doom scrolling that, but it stopped. So I was trying to do something with. I've never like cooked raw beans before. When I made my chili, I've just used cans of beans, so they're already like done. They just kind of like heated up, already basically cooked, and they're not any juice. And I attempted. I did fairly successfully. I threw them in the rice cooker. I threw 3 cups of raw beans in the rice cooker for about an hour and a half, give or take. A little over, about an hour and 40 minutes. And I think it turned out pretty good. Like the beans are done, put them a little butter. And honestly, like, within like 20 minutes, like they were like the volume had like increased substantially. But I went ahead and left it in there to, until it like dinged, so it got rid of all the water. And now I gotta figure out what I want to do with the beans. It's a lot of beans. 3 cups of beans cooked. And it turns out, you cook red beans long enough, so the ones like on the bottom, they got like uber done because they were, at the bottom, like all the cooked effectively longer and right close to the heating element. As it turns out, they basically turn into what looks like melted chocolate. So, the bottom of it looked like melted chocolate in the bottom of the thing, which amused me a little bit. I thought it was pretty funny. So, I freaking hate Heimdall in the arena. If for nothing else than the stupid synergy on the other defenders. So, I was thinking maybe making chili with it, with fresh beans as opposed to the can. But the only downside of that is I actually don't have everything I need to actually make. I'd have to go to the store and get the tomatoes. I actually don't have any tomatoes to make chili with. So, oh crap! Don't do that. So I'm thinking maybe something else. I could still maybe do ground meat and do something different with it. Maybe like the ground beef, do like season it differently, maybe add some cheese. I did buy a bottle of ranch to try. It was on sale. I'm gonna go ranchy. I could throw in some more. I could make it like a kind of like a, almost like a taco kind of Mexican-y mix, maybe perhaps. I don't know. That was dumb. Extra dumb. Yeet. It was rather peculiar. So undecided what I want to do with that. I either try and figure that out tonight, or I just let them rest in the fridge for now. I kind of have what I rinsed it out on the bottom of the pan, and I'm thinking of doing maybe something with that, like bean juice. But I have to cook it down some, because I added quite a bit of water while I was stirring it. I was like, wait a minute, this looks good. So I might do something with that. Cook it down, thicken it out a little bit, get kind of like a bean juice sauce, perhaps, ish, kind of sort of thing. We'll see. Like I said, undecided. Undecided. So we'll see. We shall see. But I don't have to deal with maybe thinking about that for a few hours. And if I don't end up dealing anything with it tonight, I'll do something with it maybe tomorrow. And just do pizza rolls tonight. Quick, easy, simple, just toss in the air fryer. I can do that while I'm streaming. Otherwise, I'll need to figure something else out. So, I feel like maybe doing something different with the beans stuff. They were $1 a bag roughly, and I was roughly a third of the bag supposedly. But it says there's approximately 13 servings of a 1/4 inch dry beans. Which would be 3 cups, and I used a full cup. So there should be 2 more full cups, but it doesn't look like there's 2 more full cups in there. If I'm being honest, it doesn't look like it has that many beans in it. But for how much it's a lot. It's a lot of beans. So I feel like it is more than what I would normally make. Well, not what I think. That I did add pinto beans. It's got small red beans, kidney beans, and pinto beans. I mixed all this cup of each of those, and did that via the rice cooker, which has like kind of a set it and forget it sort of fairly effective, I must say. It ended up being very full, because like volume wise, like it went to the top, because I mean that's where it basically was with water. The beans were like halfway, and then it like expanded after like 20 minutes. It was like that volume. So it probably could have been done in less time, if I'm being honest. Probably if I could have left it for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour instead. Might have to, but I left it just to see. Like, I honestly was thinking it was gonna take hours for them to like cook, because raw beans, like freaking, they're hard. Like they take a lot to like cook them. But I think they cooked through just fine. They seem to, like, I tasted a couple of them. Even just plain, like, not terrible. So that is that. But now I have to figure out what I want to do with them. I just kind of covered them for now. But it's like a lot of beans. 3 cups uncooked. So it like doubled that volume. So it's got like, I've got like 6 cups of cooked beans. It's a lot of beans. And depending on like how it turns out, like doing something else, like an actual dish with it, that'd probably be the way to go, is buying the cans. I mean, for simplicity, I might just still do that for the chili, because make the chili make it easier, but undecided yet. I did that because like it was cheaper per amount of bean than to buy, pre-done beans. Because I'm ergonomical like that, I like efficiency. I like well, less efficient, but it's more economical. That's, yeah. Time-wise, it takes longer to deal with because you have to do more prepping. But per unit cost, definitely better to buy the raw bean, for sure. Even if I have to add like extra seasons and sauces and stuff that are more of an expense, I think overall it's probably cheaper. Depending on what I use to like sauce it up. So we'll see. Because right now, just a tiny little slab of butter and salt. Salt is cheap. And butter, I can just have an excess at the moment, and it's not like overly expensive either. So for how much I used, like, is what it is. I mean, even the sandwiches I make to take to work, all the ingredients, like per sandwich, I estimate roughly about $1 worth of ingredients per sandwich. Which is not bad. It's a nice, cheap sandwich. That includes everything. The cheese, the bread, the sandwich meat, a little bit of lettuce, mayo. About $1 worth of ingredients. So it's effectively $5 a week on my lunches to work. Roughly. It's not bad. It's what means I have so $20 a month worth of for lunches. It's pretty dang good. Buy more than a month's worth of ingredients for $20. That actually doesn't sound right. Maybe more than that. Oh, that was the one thing I couldn't estimate properly, was the sandwich meat, because I don't know how many slices there are in a bag. That's almost half of that right there, and it definitely doesn't last a full month, I don't think. I haven't like tracked it properly though. That like 2-pound pack of sandwich meat is like $10, depending on which one you get. Although the one I just got was like on sale, it was like 8 something, I think. It was a steal. So, and I picked up 2 of them. It was a new one. I saw it at Walmart when I was at the Walmart last. It was like rotisserie seasoned like sliced chicken as opposed to like turkey for sandwich meat. It was actually like chicken or ham. But rotisserie, it looks amazing. I haven't tried it yet, but soon because I'm almost out of the I think it's turkey was the last one I got. So I took one out of the freezer and it's been thawing. So I think I've got 2 more days worth of sandwiches maybe in the other one. I think there's 4 slices, which means I'll have it for Wednesday. Effectively. So it'll be my last sandwich of next week because I've got a 4-day weekend next weekend. Make a trip out of it. July 4th weekend. Gonna go out and see my dad for a bit, you know. See if maybe I can't visit my friend while I'm up there too. He lives out there too. But we'll see. He works. We'll see if we can pull something together. Been a hot minute since I've seen him. Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen him since Thanksgiving weekend. It's the last time I actually... No. It had to have been after that. No, I saw him here. No, I definitely saw him more recently. When was that? When was that? March? Sometime in March, maybe? Been a few months. So, and with the way his schedule's been, like I haven't even I did finally get to talk to him for a few yesterday. I finally got a hold of him. Normally I would call him like today, Saturday, but he's been working Saturdays. But hopefully he's quitting that job because like the schedule is just like no. So he's quitting that job and he's like I don't want to be working these Saturdays. So, which I get, you know, it's fair. I worked a lot of Saturdays. While I was going to school, that was a free day. You know, it's like I worked, you know, like Friday evening and a long like mid-shift Saturday, you know, to get, you know, a few hours in while I went to school. That was basically it. Maybe a day during it kind of depended on like my school schedule, but mostly like a day during the week, usually like a Friday, maybe something. And then Saturday. So I worked a lot of Saturday. The best, yo! Nerd. Psh. Some might find offense to that. I mean, I don't particularly, but, you know, some, for sure. What's good, man? I don't think I caught you. You weren't, you didn't pop in last night, did you? I was streaming pretty late, to be fair. What's good, man? You also get yourself a bunch of rank 5s for the deals. We went pretty hard last night with the rank ups and stuff. I was ranking up everybody. I was like, yep, this guy will give me prestige. You're getting up. You're getting SIGs. Last rank 5 was Penny. Nice. Solid rank 5. I considered Penny. And I might still do that for Tech if I get her Ascension level 2. But right now, like, her prestige is actually pretty low, even at 2. But having her at 2, because 2s are hard to get for me right now, that's probably not a terrible idea. That I do like Penny, so. So I ended up with Gentle, who is not ascended yet, but he is ascendable. So we just need to pull him, and then it'll be Ascension level 1 at least. So I took him up. I was considering Danny, but like it would take so long to get her to 2, just because the way the box works, and I was just like 0 defensive value, and I don't love her that much offensively. Like she's okay to use, but she's just like, it's not ideal. So I went with Gentle. So we got Gentle for mutants. I did Lizard Science. I got a Science and Mutant rank 5 gem, and then I did Maestro's A2 as well. And what was the other one I did? I did Lizard, Maestro, Gentle. Who was the other one? What was I did 4. Null, Venom, Anti-Venom, Mojo, Shields, Penny, Gentle, or Dust. Yeah. I feel like Gentle overall would be better, offensively and defensively. Like Dust, like can be annoying, but like some of the like common like techs that are in decks, like your Jack and stuff, crush Dust even more than Jack would like do Gentle, because Gentle has the kind of mechanic part of them with the hit combo that you have to deal with still, even with using someone like Jack. That would slow him down in that particular matchup. Both good for War, though. I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, you focus more on War. So I went with Gentle, personally. And Dust, since she was part of the Metamorphosis event, if you don't have her art, like, A2, who knows when you'll have that chance. Whereas Gentle, he's in the pool, which means you just need enough tokens. Which, I mean, depending on whenever they bring Dust back for Ascension, might happen first. Who crap knows? I mean, just because the pool is so big and you need 3 tokens. I'm assuming your Gentle is at least A1. Could be A2 if you've been lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. I have yet to pull them, so I've yet to pull most. I mean, it's so infrequent to get any Ascensions. It's not any consistency to it. And I basically have no discretion for it either. Whereas, like, that was the other nice thing about, like, you only needed the Dust. You could ascend whoever you wanted just having the Dust. Because of the specific champion-specific tokens. And you get them at random, effectively, even when you can get one. You have 0 discretion on who actually can get ascended. So it's... I keep harping on how much I like am not loving the Ascension system, and it's unfortunate. But I'm gonna keep harping on it until something changes or gets better with I don't know. I mean, it probably won't. Even with the higher levels, it'll probably only get worse if I'm being honest. I mean, it is completely the most un-free-to-play friendly system we have had. I mean, it's definitely more like 8 stars would have been more free to play friendly than this system has been, for sure. Like, has to have been. So one more for A2, nice. I need one more for Penny. Mojo I don't have at all, actually. Ascended. Gentle is unascended. Oh, technically, depending on how they do bring back Dust, because of all the Metamorphosis champions, I have 1 token of already. I would only need 1 more for each of them, outside of the one I did take to A2. Because I could get 7 pulls. Because each pull gave you 2 tokens, I'm only missing 1 of the other 5. So whenever they are available, I only need the 4 of them, at least. But it'll probably be like a year before they come around again, because that's how they've been doing these sorts of things. And it feels worse with like a rank up sort of specific thing than it does like an entire champion acquisition. Which I kind of went into last night. I think I was talking about it. Or it's like one thing, like I'm still missing Hulkling. I really want a Hulkling. But like it feels better missing him entirely than to have him and not being able to rank him up as high as I want to. Which is basically how the Ascension system feels. Like I have these champions, but I can't increase their power even though I have them. Because reasons. Like it's really annoying. Yeah, Dust is A1. So you all so there is that. My Dust is A1 obviously, and then Gentle is ascendable but haven't gotten them yet. Which, depending on how much more frequently they do the Ascension stuff, because realistically Ascensions only exist in the greater Ascension crystal and in opening just a butt ton of the empowered crystals, but effectively, because the drop rate is so low, you either get a little bit lucky, but realistically, the grace on those crystals is substantially better than the drop rate. The drop rate is like 205 crystals effectively before you see one, because at a 0.45%, it's over 200 crystals. It's less than 0.5% chance. So the fact that you guaranteed one in 120 is like statistically better than this, like what you expect on chance. Substantially better, but it's a lot of crystals, and we get some every month for free, but it's like not anywhere near enough. Just playing the game, even from the daily, the 30 you'd get from the monthly EQ. I mean, it's fractions of what you'd need to like get a guaranteed ascension from these crystals. And 6 stars are useless. It's very little 7-star shards, frankly, and that's like the majority of what you're getting. You can get 7 stars, but like I got what was the count? Out of 150 crystals, I got 12 7 stars. Like full 7 stars. Which is like with like a 9% chance on the drop too of like a 7 star. Like I got like it should have been probably closer to like 14 than the 12. And I had a couple pops that were like I got 2 in, but I had several I didn't get any. So it's just, not great. That's not going to do anything. His tactic, well, it's assuming he doesn't get banned. Yeah, what did I get? I forget. It was a new one that I got too. I got Korg. That was the pity one I got from the 150. I think I'm like 20 crystals off of another pity, because I was like fairly close. I was at like 50. I needed like 50 some odd more, so opening up 150 hit me the pity and got me, another like 30 closer than the 50 I was at. So I need 20 more for another pity. But I think I've only like not gotten the pity like once out of all the crystals that we've gotten, maybe twice in hundreds of crystals, So, yeah. So if I did the EQ, that would get it for me, but I want to see if I can't squeeze out that like 100 more prestige to get that little bit more tier 5 alpha out of the EQ before I actually run it. Which I need to do that like soon because like we're running out of time on the EQ. It's like less than 2 weeks, so. But because it's only like the 6th quest, since we can skip straight to the Elder, it was good though. We can get it done sort of quickly enough. So we're just grinding. It would have been nice, like ideally, I would have either started earlier and by this time, like all this arena would have been done. But the game went down when I wanted to start streaming a couple hours ago, and it only like just came back up recently. So I was like, oh. Supreme Collection reward. Dang. For 15? What did you get for having 15? What was that reward? I don't, it's like, you're saying like the 6 T7, oh, that's nice. That's actually really helpful. That's 2 more rank 4s worth. Like you're saying this like I knew what reward that was. Like, I bought this thing. It's what, like 30 bucks or something? Uh, 20% of alpha? Yeah. Or the basic. The Supreme Collection thing is honestly like a really cool kind of like measure of where you're at too. Like I think it's like a really neat thing. Also has a lot of value in it for like all of his what, like it's total of what, like 10,000 units across the whole thing. Yeah, you did have the alpha. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be way short of another rank 5 for a while. Like yeah, I need a lot of alpha. Well, I think that's like what the like the sales point of it, like pitch of it was. Like it had 10,000. I could look it up. It's like it shows on it, like what the total is. It's like 10,000 units, but once it's like all collected. What is like what's the end of it though? Or was that the level 70 thing? It was one of the two. The level 70 thing was maybe 10,000 units too, or something like that. I forget. They had some similarities. I'd have to double check. Got me curious now. Vel. Or the A2 Z mode. Dang! Yeah, I've only pulled him once, so I would need to pull him 2 more times to get him the A2. But mine's already rank 5, so I went ahead and did him for prestige, and he's solid. I wish I could do some of like the newer champions, like some of the like that are like honestly I would love to do Carolina, but she's not even ascendable, so that's like great. I did do, the first couple rank 5s, like I did kind of more fun ones that are not ascendable. So I did like Jean, Thanos, and Ant-Man, but yeah, that makes sense. Dude, I did a butt ton of rank ups. I've still have a ton of gems I can use too. And it's not like I'm short on ISO, so. Problem is like where I feel like the game is at for me at the moment, just because of the Ascension system and how I've been feeling about BGs, is I feel like the prestige play makes more sense for me to worry, because like that is an increase in rewards for me because of the new EQ setup. So like doing the more prestige-y kind of plays made more sense to go for that. Plat 1. Nice. That's like, Plat 1 is like top 50, isn't it? That's impressive. Yeah, I think we might hold on to Plat 3, I think. Even if we drop to 4, I don't think it's that big a deal. 3 and 3, Plat 3, 4 is kind of about where we sit. We kind of like hold that line. Ooh. Chaos. Yeah, that's a big one. Although, was it the last war we won, I think? Or... I'm not sure how we're sitting this war. I haven't looked at it enough. I still need to do war. I could probably take a look at that later. Alright, well this finishes up 4-star first. I still need another, like... Ooh, 8 million or so in the featured. And then I'll deal with messing about with the basic later. I'm not gonna worry about it. Shazams. Takes about that 89-90 for me to do the arena. Alright, that one I did. Haven't started that one yet, so that's another 135 or yeah, 135. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the real quick. Unit store. Let's see. 12,000 units for the Supreme. Yeah, and it's the level up one is 10,000. Okay. Yeah, 1,500 at 257 stars, but I'm not even at that yet. 40. I'm assuming 40 rank 2 like that. It counts as rank 2 or above. Is how that works. And then 225 7 stars at rank 2. That, I mean, that's literally all of them. 37 stars rank 3, that I have. Like, that's more valuable than all of them at rank 2. Or no, that's sorry, it's units. 85 at rank 3, like I've got that. Like there's a lot of value in this. 70 plus rank 4s that I do not have. Yeah, I got the 15. 2 Titans for 5 at 5. 55 rank 5s. There's another 5. That's like way off for a lot of people. 150 rank 5s, dude. That would take years. 10, like that one's more likely to happen. Like 10 7 stars at rank 6, like that'll happen before 150. I mean, because again, like those are the big unit ones. 125 at max rank 7 stars, absurd. Like the units are hard to, like the catalysts and stuff, like you'll get those more readily than the units. Like they made the units way harder to get. And it's $50. I was thinking 30. The Supreme level up one was 30. 190? Dang, dude. That's rank 2 and above, right? So like, so I'm sitting at, so I have 235 total, but almost 90 of them are still rank 1. So above is 104. It's honestly not as like better than I thought. So we've got 146 at rank 2 or better. So it's actually like better than I thought. And I can do a lot of rank 2s. Yeah. Yeah, so like the rank 3 plus. Like rank 3's got 43, so I have almost 100 rank 3 plus. 88 rank 4. Yeah, I've only got 51. Yeah, so you're well up there. But again, like you spend a good bit, so it makes sense. And some of that's obviously come from just that deal as well. There's been a lot of more rank 2s, rank 3s you've been able to get from those gems from the Supreme Collection thingy. So, but I've got a lot of and we've been getting a lot of 1 to 2 gems from the, like I have a lot from just the being elder for the Twitch drops. Like I've got a lot that need using. Yeah. You didn't get the rank 5 Archangel, did you? Did you go like that overboard? Or are you just saying in general the sale is overboard, but you as an individual just kind of did it? No comment. I'll take that as a yes. Okay. Alrighty then. $1,000. Whaled out, man. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's so much money, dude. So much money. It's like almost a month's worth of expenses. Oh, that was dumb. Why the crap did I do that? Yeah, well, until Cyber Weekend, so you've got 5 months, you know. Yeah. I mean, my monthly expenses exceed $1,000, but like, you might just go hard on Banquet. I mean, that's fair. If they keep up the kind of like Banquet was like insane, especially for like those top ranks. Now what do I do? Where if you like go hard enough, you get that like top 2600 or top 600 or whatever to get like, you know, the extra special whatever they're doing. Which for this year, since they already have, you know, the exclusive kind of Punisher already ranked 6 now for those highest, like, are they gonna give like Punisher Ascension this time, you know, or something for like what can they do in less than 6 months now when next Banquet hits for like the biggest whaliest of the whales? What can there be that would entice people? Like Ascension level 3, 4, you know, is that what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna, is it gonna be tier rank 6s for like the general populace? Like what is gonna be the thing, you know? are they gonna unlock Ascensions two levels at a time? I mean, their initial kind of thing was like, it's Ascension's gonna have 11 levels, which doesn't lend an even divisible of 2, obviously. But again, that was, you know, fairly an arbitrary thing, so who knows what they're gonna be doing. Yeah. Metamorphosis event was felt fairly solid, but honestly, I feel like they absolutely crushed the summer deal sales as far as like the setup and the like kind of the minimum, like what you could spend and what you could get for just like the 20,000 units. They absolutely crushed it out of the park, I feel like, value wise. I mean, like, even just if you only could spend units, they actually made it. I think the max you could spend unit wise, I think the total was what, like roughly like 32,000 maybe. Like, so the max even that you could spend in units went down if you wanted to like max it out. Or no, it was higher because there was like 10 levels of the 1,000 deal, I think. So it would have been more, but the level 1,000 unit deal really wasn't that great. So they put the value like in a really good spot. Because I was about to be like really disappointed because I was like, I went hard on Metamorphosis and did the full 36,000 plus units to do max that for units for the free to play. And I was worried. I was like, especially after they announced like, okay, there's gonna be Spider-Ham and Archangel and stuff. I was potentially afraid of like I was gonna be missing out on that opportunity to get what I wanted out of the event. But because they lowered the ask, I was able to do it. It would have been nice if like an A2 ham was possible, but unfortunately, they're like, well, I almost had the word. They've got like a stranglehold on A2s in the like right now, and it like I hate it. They've got such a stranglehold on A2s, and the monetization for Ascensions right now is off the charts. New champion Ascensions you're only getting for spending lots of money, basically, because it's not reasonable to. Although you could get any one champion over this year as a new champion via buying their crystals. You can get them A1. You're not going to get them A2. Even if you spend your units you're saving up for doing the deals. If you did that, you're not getting any of the deals. Like, they have such a stranglehold on it that it makes, for your average person, less exciting about getting any of these new champions because you can't get them ascended. Like, I can get them from the Titan stupidly easy, but because the Titan is the way it is right now, it's just not doing it for me. So look at that A2. That's third box spiral right there. I've only made it through the box once, and I haven't done enough 7 stars to even get one more token on any of the champions. Ridiculous. To go through the box 3 times, man. So many 7 stars. Literally a filthy amount of crystals for that. Didn't quite get it. So, got Archangel, took him up to rank 4. Spider-Ham sigged him up the rest of the way. Did several We got Korg Ascension. He was only ranked 2, so I took him up to 4 for the prestige. Went ahead and did it's like doing a funky combo because I was like, oh, Spiral. I went and did Arcade, rank 4, because he's ascended. He was already ranked 3 in High Sig, so I was like, shoot. I'm still missing. I think the count was like 8 champions in my prestige that are not ascended nor ascendable, that are just in there for they have high prestige, like Onslaught, Yelena. I think Kushal is at the bottom. All that jazz. If it's unfortunate, like Gentle, if he was ascended, like that would push me above in the prestige to be getting that extra bump in the tier 5 for the EQ, but unfortunately. Excuse me. Ooh, that's better. So, but we went ahead and took Archangel to rank 4. He's took it. So gave him the Awakening Gem because I 5 Mutant Awakening Gems. Well, like, what is this garbage? Can't for the life of me get a tech for Yondu. Although I do have 2 generics, I could still awaken them if I wanted to. But like, I wanted to use a tech, like I didn't want to use a generic. But realistically, it really wouldn't make much difference. I have multiples of like every other class, so like I can effectively use a generic as if it were a tech. And still have 1 left over because I have 2. I don't think Null is particularly high. Like Cosmic in general, like doesn't have any like super high prestige champions. Well, I did Maestro, but he's like, and he's like second of ascendable Cosmics, like prestige wise, like or second or third below like Phi Lavelle. That just came out, maybe one other champion. But like compared to some of the other classes, it's a lower like max prestige he has. So I was looking it up before I actually did any of these rank ups, like where they all sat at and whatnot. Ooh, I thought I was too slow on that. Oh, you're dead. Bye bye. So we took him up because he's A2, so because each ascension is roughly about a 3,000 point increase, roughly, on average. Some will be a little bit less, some will be a little bit more. Yeah, we did Spot since he's A2 as well, so we took him up to rank 4, maxed out his SIG. Which he was pretty low, he was only like maybe 40. So we had to go a bit harder on him. Probably have to do a few more like rank ups and such to do more tower levels on some of the classes. But I think we're gonna get started on some of the other classes. The 2 new classes I haven't started yet, so I think we'll start there before having to worry about trying to maybe potentially rank anybody up. Because I feel like skill is close. I'm on like 85, 84, 85 on skill. And I need a couple fights that are like a 30 punch up, which is difficult. Some champions can do it. Like some of the top end, I have like a punch up of 30 might not be terrible. But like doing a punch up of 30 with the low end of my champions that are like, you know, trying to do like a 210 to a 240 CR difference. Rough. And I think it's actually 250. So I need like rank 3s. I needed like 20 to do a 250 challenger rating. I was like, I don't have that many. So I need to do a lot more punch-ups. And some of those fights are not pretty. So I haven't started it yet. There's a few champions I know can do the 30 punch-up. Although he it barely. Like Mole Man, he can do the punch-up. He's only rank 2 still. I mean, he might take him up to rank 3. I mean, he can do the punch-up. So like he wouldn't actually have to go up for me to do yeah. And realistically, on top of that, some champions can, it depends who their matchup is specifically, partly. But it also depends, like, if you, like, slip up any inputs, like, you miss a reparry, you lose time in like, they throw a special or something, and it eats away at your time, because some of them are really close. Like, I barely did a 30 punch-up with, like, Shang-Chi. I mean, barely. Like, I didn't bait out a single special, and it was, like, a 55-second, like, so it was, like, 5 seconds left on the clock when I KO'd the opponent. Like, it was close. Alright, Abyss sound good. Mole Man was similar, with about like 5 seconds or so left on the clock. Also didn't bait out a special. Like it was close enough to where like if a special had been thrown, I would have timed out. And it's like that's rough. That's really rough. So room 90, nice. Yeah, Shang can do a 30 punch up. I did it once, and it was tight. Like I said, no special baited. Like it was barely got it. 20 is not unreasonable. 20 is like the most I ideally want to punch up. I've only punched up 30 a couple times. 40 is basically impossible. I've heard 35 is kind of like the hard limit, and it's only going to be able to do that with certain champions that are going to be able to really pull off a 35 punch up. 20 is okay. It's still it's a longer fight, and you don't like you still can cut it close if you're like if specials get baited, depending on who you're using. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit rough. Come on. Thank you. Crap. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna let that fade out. I'm gonna do this. Oof. Ooh, that damage. Thanos for Cosmic, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that for Cosmic. I've heard some champions can do 40. But I've also know that some champions like can't do 35. Or or very few can do 40. Like apparently, because I think it was Kanga, neither of the Black Panthers he could do a 40 punch up with. Um, I don't think he could do it with Zemo either. Even like a 35, I think he was just a little bit too slow for it. In the right scenario, I think, like if you have the right defender you can use him on, I feel like Zemo could do it. But yeah, Zemo's rough. Like you need just the right matchup to be able to like somebody with debuffs you can like trigger your thing early and you don't have to throw a special 2 to get it off. So someone that you can fight to like trigger it. The easiest one that I can think of that like to do it is like if Morningstar is there, the bleeds, like fighting her. Which is why usually when she shows up I use Kingpin for that matchup because he gets more debuffs. And he can punch that up really nicely. So like he punched that up like 20 in like 30 seconds. Well, I did almost like very nearly eat a special 2 doing that matchup like last night. Yeah, would have been not real pretty. Yeah, this should work actually. So, but I need to get through this and then we'll see where we're sitting. Yeah, Shang is tough to punch up with though. Usain! It's good, man. He's got the guaranteed crits, but he doesn't have like any lingering damage effects. It's one of the like nice things about like all the bleed you get from Mole Man. Like like, you're getting extra damage ticked off while the timer's paused during his special animation, whereas Shang just doesn't have that. And most champions don't have like that sort of thing that they can like have that extra time to have damage happen. Throw it. And yeah, which is why you can't like bait out specials in the bigger CR different fights. Yeah, wouldn't hurt, because then it would be fine to like if a special happened, like it's not like a detriment to you particularly. So, but I'm curious where I get in like Cosmic and was it Tech. Dang it, I missed the... I almost lost, I almost died again, like last night when I was doing a couple of fights too. I like was doing a lot of crits versus a Black Bolt, so it gave him a lot of Furies and stuff, and then I blocked a special 2. I nearly died. I was like, sheesh! Got that one real close. Thankfully, it finished it. It was a punch up too, so it was like. Come on. But I get what you're like. It made sense. It made sense to moi. I feel like this is taking forever again. Like my loads are just not great. Fights just are not loading, man. It took forever. Ooh. Yep. Okoye punches up really nicely. Yeah. I feel like apparently she couldn't do the 40 punch up either, but I'm like, I feel like it would be close. Like if things lined up like perfectly, you could maybe pull off a 40 punch up. 35 should be no problem though with Okoye because their specials are long. So you can get like a lot of that extra tick damage. Nick Fury actually doesn't do too terrible either. I've been using him. He punches up, I think the most I've tried punching up with him is like 20, but he does it pretty easily. And I've like not had to like force into like second life to like get the extra attack or anything. It's not ready for reverse controls there. Nor getting intercepted. Dude, would you quit that? I've not had any off ones where I've had to punch up exactly 35. The most I've ever had to do is like a 30 punch up. So I've not had to try a 35 yet. But I've got some champions that I feel like could do it well enough. But you said you're on floor 90? Or tower 90, level 90, 91. Okay, so you finished 90. I feel like 90 would probably be what sticks me. If I can get to 88, which is like another sticking point. 89 is like the easy one. So like 90 should be what sticks me, I think. Ideally. It might take a couple rank ups, but I think I won't be able to do any rank ups that would help me beat 90. Probably. Not reasonably anyway. Like it would take too many rank ups. Whereas like a couple rank 2s, maybe rank 3s could get me through where I'm like not like hard stuck, but like would struggle with right now for on like 85, 86, whatever it is I'm on. Um, but we'll see. What is you've grinded? What is your ranking currently? Because I haven't started any of the other towers. I'm at like 135,000 or something stupid. 155. Nice. So top 250. What I'm not sure where that breakdown is for the ranked. Is it 250 or is it like 150? Is that another breakdown? I forget where the break points are. I feel like I want to be like top 1500 like minimum. Is kind of where I want to sit. Maybe take the top 1,000 maybe. Wherever that like kind of breakdown is. Maybe. Yeah, I'll double check where the breakpoints are when I hit up the towers in a minute. And because it's been suggested and it realistically can't hurt, I am going to go ahead and throw on an experience boost. Even though it's going to do minimal to anything, but it's, you know, it'll do something. Just it is a lot of experience. It's fairly inconsequential, but it will help me hit level 68 sooner. I see what you did there, Hal. Can't say I approve. I don't think it shows up like... Yeah, no, it doesn't appear. No, it does. Maybe not. Oh yeah, no, you see, yeah, you can see it like... Maybe not. That's like extra puff. No, it doesn't show up on this because clearly it takes the data somehow else, the visual data through the HDMI, like it takes it differently. Like because of how cracked my screen is, like if I press on it and like where along one of the cracks, like it discolors a spot on my screen. It doesn't show up on the stream though. So clearly it's not taking like actual physical visual data from the screen, like what I see because of that error. Like it's taking the raw data of what is supposed to be shown on the screen, apparently. So it's not taking actual display data, it's taking the raw data of what is supposed to be displayed. So like technically if the screen was entirely broken and completely invisible because of that fact, I could still, like, by connecting it through the OBS, I'd still be able to play the game without being able to see anything on the screen itself, because it would take the data straight from what should be displayed, even the display doesn't work. That's actually clever. That's actually amazing. Not practical, but, you know, it seems like it would technically work. You got a 35 punch up with second life? It feels like he should. Like, he can do a 20 punch up in, like, roughly 30 seconds. So champions that can do that, I feel like, can punch up behind, like, and that's without going into second life. The problem is, like, you have to weigh, like, how fast you can get into your second life on the punch up. Did you just immediately go into second life? Like, just take hits to the face till you died? Or did you, like, punch him up to, like, eat a special that would kill you? Because, like, you have to weigh, like, how long it would take you to get that, potentially. I'm assuming you probably just, like, immediately took punches to get second life and then went ham from there. Gotcha. Okay. So I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, Elsa is fairly solid too. I know she can. Like, I might have to rearrange to maybe try Elsa so I can, like, get through the room I'm in without having to. No regen for you, sucker. Bye bye. Yeah, Elsa can do pretty solid. But again, she has, like, a little bit of dot she can work with on special. So she can get some, like, extra damage in just during the duration of special. And if you know what you're doing with her, she can get, like, the special, like, more special 2s off if you work with the increased combat power rate she gets for having her bullets on cooldown. Like, she can do work. I really like Elsa. I need to, like, take her up. I think she's only rank 2 still, so I need to, like, rank 3 her at least. I need to do her and Mole Man, I think, are like, top contenders to, like, at least bare minimum take up to rank 3. So I need to do that. For sure. I bet not. That is a choice. Dude, I was listening to Yusafa in his video. It was like, who would buy this crap? For because there's no power for it. And it's like, it's just cosmetic, and, you know, some people like the cosmetic stuff. Like, I honestly don't care for the rainbow cosmetic personally. I think on most profiles it looks rather dumb. But and it's definitely and it was what, like, was it 30 bucks a piece or something stupid? Like, it's like not even cheap just for the. I mean, granted, you're technically getting the 7-star, so they can't have it just be like, it's not just the cosmetic itself. You're getting the champion on top of it, so they can't just have it be like, oh, it's $5, because then they'd be selling a 7-star for $5, and they didn't want to do that. I was kind of honestly hoping for Domino, because I think the rainbow would be decent for her. But I ended up getting Sunspot, which I also don't feel is, like, terrible. But I haven't really looked at it too much, so $20 key, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely worse options. I was kind of hoping for Domino. Sunspot, I like I said, it feels like it wouldn't be the worst. So, and 36. I mean, you can buy 35. One was free, so 36 champions in the pool. 35. That's $700 to get all of them. Just on a cosmetic, to get all of what's on offer. That's a lot. $700 just on cosmetics is really stupid. I was so slow in trying to charge that. Yeah, Black Cat can punch up pretty solidly. Especially if there's like a matchup that has like something you can fail, like just on base. Which some of the like they duplicate a lot of the same defenders. Like there's like only a certain like pool, and then obviously certain ones like you wouldn't want to fight. Like if Serpent ever showed up in any of the pools, like he'd be like impossible to fight with most champions, especially because of his like of the defy death thing he's got going for him. Only a couple champions can ignore that. So if he's ever is like in the Mystic one, like good luck. Like you need to fight him with like Spiral every time to just never have him throw a special. And ignore the second life. Kushala would be too slow. You wouldn't be able to do the intercepts and stuff. Because you'd have to be out of specials, and the specials are not quick. Sable, I don't know what like her limits would be. I feel like she can do okay. Because if you can get like a couple special ones and then a special 2 off for like the crit shock. The problem is I don't know how long that would take. That's 4 bars of power. That's a lot. Ooh, Valkyrie, you have her rank. No, is she one of your rank 5s or is she just rank 4? Rank 4. Okay. So Sable, mine's only like rank 2, so like I haven't done a whole lot with her. We got a lot of rank 2 skills. But she's fairly solid, especially in the right matchup. She can do stuff. 12 fights of 265. Oof, that's rough. Because rank 4 is only 230, so that would be even using rank 4s would be a 35 punch up. I do not have that many rank 4s in skill. Rank 4 plus. You'd need bare minimum like rank 3 ascended, even. What's these loads, man? Like these just nothing. So yeah. I imagine you've done a couple of the fights, but like you're kind of stuck at the moment. I would imagine. I'm gonna restart the game. This is like atrocious. Like, just look at this lag, man. Like it's like free, like just jumping all over the place, man. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I just wanted to load through so I can like restart the game. Yeah. I usually tend to work backwards. I try to like save what I think will work for the first couple fights, and then save what like I figure will be like a guarantee, like okay, this is like not gonna be any trouble at all. for like the later rooms. So like I go back, like I start this back and use my top there and then work my way backwards. I am dead. Not dead. Underwater temple. Nice. Yeah, Black Clover. I think you had mentioned it, but you were like not particularly far in it last time. But that was like a while ago. I feel like you mentioned it. Like honestly, sequentially, I don't know how far the temple part is. Yeah, I knew you were gonna evade. I knew you were gonna do that, you dickwad. Yeah. I feel like I heard somewhere recently that the new season, a new season is going to be starting somewhat soon or something like that. Yeah. For sure, though. Like it's why like you I mean you can't waste any time. You have to get every reparry if you can. Ideally get reparries. They need to like either get either reparry or throw a heavy immediately after the first blocked hit. They can't throw any specials. Like it's so tight, and it's like if a fight like otherwise could work, but they throw a special or something else goes awry that causes you to time out when you otherwise could have finished it, like that you have to just restart anyway. Ironheart, she does have long special animations too. It's true. But you only get 3 pauses, so. Oh, you're talking as a defender. Gotcha. Yeah, she is. Like, you don't want her throwing specials. And unfortunately, because you're trying to like do that hard block bait, like to prevent them from throwing a special, you can't really do full combos unless that full combo is going into a special or your relic or something. You want to do like 4 hits and then hard block to like force them into not throwing a special, and it's rough. It's really rough. It's really annoying. Well, his special 1 is long. His special 2 isn't like too bad, but Bastion is, yeah, ideally you don't want him doing it either. Yeah. And even like a tiny like slip, like his special 1 is like can easily catch you too. Like if you just randomly will throw that, and you're just dead. Like because it will crit, and it also has the rupture on it now. Like you're gonna just die on a 35 punch up, especially. Like you're screwed. But ooh, yeah, Starkey, dude, his evade, man. Like if that's on Cosmic, like I would want somebody that could counter the evade to just not deal with it. Like I would want to do that fight with like a Thanos. No have to worry about evade. I feel like Serpent also might be a little bit on the slow side for for a minute-long fight. Like he can punch up really well in a longer fight, but the problem is like that minute window. Like not every champion hits their stride fast enough to make a minute work. Like a great example of that would be like even in like Mystic, like Enchantress will be worthless, like completely worthless in the Mystic Tower. Like she could maybe punch up 10. I feel like she's not punching up like a 20, 30 at all. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like she's way too dang slow. Yeah, and I hate that too. You have to wait for that second hit to land. I feel like Shathra could probably punch up pretty well. She does butt tons of damage very, very quickly. Kushala, in the right matchup, probably could as well because of the dot. If there's like a matchup with like extra buffs and stuff, she could probably punch up fairly well. You have to get like your charges up quick though. Oh, why did I start that? I need to restart the game. Like I'm not even gonna let that finish loading. All right, well that's coming back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Bread bag. Eight fights at 280. Do you have like I've wanted to like I feel like somebody had to have made like a breakdown like spreadsheet of like what is the breakdown for each like level of towers, like how many fights it is and what the CR is. I thought about like keeping a track of that myself. But it's also like a hassle to actually like open up a spreadsheet and like actually track it myself. Somebody surely had to have like been keeping track of it though. And you can always like go backwards too, like and to lower floors, like you can view it and see what it was. So it's like, yeah. So 295, yeah, that would be like you'd need a double ascended rank 5 and multiple of them to even have a chance. Because that would be a 35 punch up with a rank 5 ascension level 2. And I mean, even if you only need 4 of those for any one class, that would be tough. Yeah. So I could see, because I'm pretty sure that's where like Yusafa is like at that like 96, I think, for that probably that exact reason. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Okay, I need to munch something. I need like well past snack time. So I need something. Top 150, sweet. Heck yeah, dude. Mutant is 3 off. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I hit 91. I feel like 90 will stick me. If assuming I can beat 88. 89 is like a throwaway. Like I have enough champions to do that in any of the classes. I have everybody. You know? So that's a non-issue. If I can get to 88, I'll be able to get to 90. But I don't think I'll be able to do much with 90. I'll definitely be thinking probably about doing certain rank ups, maybe to like punch up that one more. Kind of depends on where I fall rank wise, and if doing a couple extra floors would make a difference in like my overall ranking for like rewards. Because at the very top end, like it would matter a lot. But... crap, that was unfortunate. 20x, 250, yeah. I mean, so even rank 3s, like 20 plus rank 3s would be rough to do that with. And I just don't have that in any class. Crap. And even then, you'd be punching up 30 on a lot of fights, so... I just don't have that many rank 3 pluses in any class. And Ascensions aren't bridging that gap for me. So, bit rough. Bit rough. Bye-bye, man. Curious how well we'll do with the some of the other classes. We'll start higher because they adjusted some of the how much of the grind for the starting point, which will help just kind of get her through some rooms. So it'll cut back on a lot of fights. Which is nice. So yeah, 90 would definitely be a hard stick for me. If assuming I make it there. In any class. I feel like skill for sure should make it. Like skill has something like I've got 2 rank 5 ascended champions. Like I don't see myself having any problem with getting through room 88. I feel like I should be able to do that. So, and then obviously 89 is a gimme. So I think I'm on 85 right now. which is like 20 at 240, and that's already like a struggle for me with what I currently have ranked up. Like doable, but like some of the fights are gonna have to be a 30 punch up, and it's gonna be rough. So the 30 punch up is like obviously doable, but it is like the fight needs to go well, or you're just gonna time out. Yeah, Hitmonkey punches up really well, actually. Yeah, the guaranteed crits, and he's got the dot, like, way better than Shang-Chi as far as the punch-up goes. I'm almost there. Couple more. Couple more. I want to hit like 28. They still didn't fix the issue with the mastery things for towers yet, did they? I know people were like having issues with that. Well, apparently, like, it wasn't like switching the masteries with the presets. Like, you had to actually spend the units to switch your masteries for it to, like, also switch in, be able to switch in, in the tower. But I haven't tried it myself, so I have no idea. Because I was already on recoils. It was like kind of my standard, so. Hot dang. Dude, Emma hits like a truck on that special because of the way they did, like, her buff for that. I don't know what the crit rate goes to, but I don't think, like, I've heard people say it's guaranteed, but I don't, it's not, like, technically, I think it's just really high, but I don't think I've thrown a special 2 and it not crit. Yeah, I saw it. Well, he was tied for first last I saw. Does he have it by himself now? It showed him in first, technically, because he had the number first, but he was tied with second, technically. But he was still first. So does he have it like solely by himself now, or is he still tied? Yeah. Because I think he was down by like 3, and then he like tied it up. Like it's so tight though. Like he's basically at a very hard limit of like what. Oh shoot, this was a terrible idea. I have to wait for all that to fall off now. Crap. Was not even thinking about that. Oh, crap. That was so dumb. Yeah, still tapping him. It's a ton of Radiance, too. I mean, not that Radiance does him much good. Like, most of his stuff he gets with cash anyway. So it's not like more Radiance really helps him at all. Dang, crushing it. Yeah, we'll see where I can wind up at. Is that ideally by the time the season ends, I'd like to be like top 1500, I think. But that would require me doing the full grind and actually like being kind of at my limit in all 6 classes, which is a lot of effort. And I haven't even hit my limit in the starting 2, and I haven't even started the other 2. And there's still 2 more classes, so I need to do a lot today. $75, gotcha. Well, I'm definitely above that. I've got a lot of rank up capacity for like if rank 2s or rank 3s would help me, which they will. So I'm gonna do what I can in the 2 newer classes before I start trying to do any rank ups to like make sure I don't lose keys. But all right, that's gonna do it. Like that's more than enough. All right, give ourselves a restart. I doubt 75 is your hard cap though, Abyss. Like it just might be your current highest, but I doubt that's like your hard cap. Ooh. Even if I don't, hold on, real quick. Also, I do feel like I kind of maybe want to do that with the ground beef and stuff. So I'm gonna get something out of the freezer real quick to start thawing, because I feel like I do maybe want to do that tonight and make just a butt ton of food for leftovers and stuff. Give me a second. It's going to be delicious. Possibly. That's the idea. Yeah, recurls definitely helps with that push too. For sure. Alright, let us see. Oh, and we're also going to do this. I surely have probably in common, actually. Look at that. I'm capped on him. Look at that. Beautiful. Experience boost. We're doing it. That is against the terms of service. You have to do it yourself. game. Yeah, Usopp tied with Stormbreaker. And they're only 2 above third. Like, it's super tight. Yeah, so I'm on 85 right now. Gotcha. Alright, so we're gonna start. Yeah, I'm at 150. But yeah, we'll see what tech puts me at. A lot of gold. $65 off the rip. Look at that, and it's only a 4. Beautiful. Piece of cake. Let's see. Yeah, we got a fan. We got Penny can probably punch up pretty good. Ooh, Iron Man would be probably do decently too. I want to try that, and then we're gonna Yondu you. It'll be fine. Actually, that's only a 35. I don't have another 40. It's fine. It's only 4 fights. Gonna go quickly. But yeah, the game's a grind, guy. It's you know you need to work your way up towards it. Save up the resources to kind of force your way through, develop the roster, get better at the game, all the stuff. Zemo, yo! I heard it's your birthday. Yeah, I did an experiment food-wise today, and we'll see what I want to do with it for making dinner. Baby. So I got some ground beef out to thaw. I'm thinking I add all that to it, to all the beans I made. There's a lot of beans. I've got cheese. I'm thinking maybe special sauce with like a ranch and some stuff. I need to try the ranch though, because it's. Took Yondu up during 5? Solid. I really like Yondu. And with it like a high sig too, like he's like a tank. Mine's still unawakened, obviously, unfortunately, but. Alright, so I need 20 at 200 plus. Let's see if we can do the thing where we can get the skip. I should have enough that can do that. I don't need to do anything very carefully here. Should be able to skip all these. Which should just save time. Look at that. We got it. Perfect. He's solid, but it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, he's got a lot of good utility. He's got decent damage. But it depends on what you're looking for to get through. I am not in Abdo's Discord. All right, let's see if that allowed me to just skip 20 fights. Look at that! It works! Let's go. Alright, and then we need 12 at 20. I don't think I have enough to skip that. Dude, it's close. I've got 10. Dang. Two more rank 4s would let me skip all of that. It's unfortunate. What I wish is if I could go backward, because I have tested this and it doesn't work. Like if you start any of the fights, even if you have like a 10 plus difference on the rest of them, it won't skip the rest of them for you. Which it only skips them if you have it on the entirety of the level of the tower, which is a little annoying, but you know, it's whatever. Which is really unfortunate. 13 rank 5s. Hot dang. Yeah, I'm up to 10. You're very tech heavy on him. I have no more than 2 of a class at the moment. With 10, I have 2 of 4 different classes. Oh, I was too slow on that. Shoot. Took a Mojo, nice. Mojo is like solid, but I really don't. I don't run MD outside of like Battlegrounds, and he really wants to have MD to get the most out of him. So champions that like really require it are really not like what I like that much. Crap. Approaching stun. Yeah. I can be potentially tricky. Thanos has long special animations. So like you really have to like plan that crap out. Come on. Dude, I feel like this dude could punch up pretty well. If you like did it perfect, like got a really good lineup and just melt the opponent, dude. I feel like it would do great. Wait, what was that in reference to, Hal? Yes, I mean Sable would actually be great for Rhino because you can just completely shut him down with the heavy. No ability accuracy. Defensive ability accuracy. So that tracks. Ooh. Let's see where we can get to in attack. I think we do pretty far in tech too. I need more like rank 2s and rank 3s though, in like every class. Oh, dude, he's immune, isn't he? Yeah. I need to figure out exactly how best this guy works, because I honestly don't know. Woo. Like a truck. It's like a truck. I feel like you could probably do a decent punch up. Oh! That was my bad. Yeah, I can see that. Sandman is like a bit of a butt to, because as soon as he triggers that unstoppable, like you need to be able to parry. And if things don't line up right, it can be a bit rough. All right, let's see. Actually, I think Jack's faster.
Ah.
How do you like look through his kit more carefully to like know exactly what's best for him? Yeah, so you're not gonna get like stunned for trying to parry, but like, if he goes unstoppable and you can't actually parry him, like you're kind of stuck. Just kind of the way it is. Dude, I freaking hate that bug, dude. They need to fix that garbage. Ridiculous. Yo, what's up, Larson? How you doing? I mean, well, right now, yeah, we just started a new class, so we're just kind of like, there's just a lot to get through. There's nothing I'm gonna struggle with for quite a few rooms. Thank you for that. This reminds me of the Necropolis fight. Yeah, tech is gonna be interesting. Although my tech, like some of my tech options are like really good on the top end. Like I've got Fam, Penny's up there. This dude's rank 4 ascended. He can do decent. I don't know how well he'll punch up, but we'll see. He does have a lot of dot, so we'll see. Crap. So far, Soulmarch kind of suck. Yeah, mine's only rank 3, I think. He can punch up probably 30 well enough. but that extra 10 will help him punch up, you know, the higher ones of 30. So I don't have Nimrod, unfortunately. But yeah, I could see him doing it, especially versus a mutant. I think he'd be able to do it quite well. Like Penny, I feel like could punch up really, really well. Yeah. Iron Man solid. You can punch up 40? Well, I've yet to, like, dude, he's like, I don't know the best, like, way to use him, clearly. Yeah, dude, at the A2, yeah, the extra challenge, like, you're not gonna need to do much in the way of punching up. Yeah, that was terrible AI. I just couldn't do that. Dude, that was a lot of damage with 0 extra degen. Or disintegrate, rather. Granted, I mean, that was a punch, like, even or down. Still. Auto block was clutch. So far, like, I don't even really have to do anything with Penny. It's just like, get to special 2, throw it, you win. Ouch. Let's see, so there's, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dude, I'm 1 rank up short of being able to just skip this entire level. Alright, I can rank to Sam Wilson and skip this entire floor. That would honestly just save me so much time. Oops. 20 fights, yeah, that's worth doing that skip. Like we're just gonna do that real quick. And look at that, we've got a gem. Yeah, that's like 100% worth it. Unfortunately, I don't have enough basic to deal with that. But... Alright. Like, I want to save time here. Plus, it'll help further down the road, too. For lesser punch-ups. Thank you much. Alright, now I need 16 20s. Which is fine. Like, we're 4 off of being able to do that. Or, no, more than that, because these ones aren't 30. Let's see. I'll try that. There you go. Debo! Yo! Been a hot minute. Why does her hit thing go like pink? I don't think Sam had a relic on him. I forgot to deal with that for the new class. Oh well. If I need him to like punch up a lot, like we'll do relics, but we're not at that point yet. Just the base hits are like hitting hard. We didn't even get to see like what he could do. I feel like he could do like a sizable punch up. pretty fat special, actually. Those fall off way too fast. Dude, since most of her damage output is like dot, like it's really not great to use somebody that can shrug off things faster. Definitely not the smartest thing. See what we can do. Gotta skip two towers entirely so far, from where I started, which is nice. Although I did have to do one rank to do that. But... oh yeah, you're immune to it. There's a pretty fine line of what he'll be able to punch up too, because like he does more if you spend a little bit of time like ramping him, because he's gonna crit more and deal more damage. But you're also running down the clock when you do that. So if the AI isn't like being super cooperative with you, trying to ramp him, you're just wasting time for nothing. Ouch. Jack's crit bursts are insane for this. At least you can like counter from her heavy animation. Like some champions, like that second hit of a multi-hit heavy is like so fast that you can't like back away and then punish it. You'll get hit every time because of the timing of it. Because they're just too fast on that second hit. But other ones are just slow enough you can get in before it would otherwise hit you. Go figure. Bam! That was a fat medium. It's really satisfying punching down a lot. But once you hit, like, kind of your limit, you're not going to be punching down anymore. Ever. Why would you throw that, dude? Dickwad. Dumb. Was the big dumb? Didn't even get the special off that time. Realistically, I feel like I should hit 80 before I have to do like any pain in the butt punch ups. Another 12, that's fine. The even punches or whatever, you know. Sam gonna be putting in work with that extra 5 over all the other rank 3s. It's been so long since I've like really used this dude. Like I don't even know exactly. Like I know it's something to do with like that chart, like that number there. Like it does something once it's like 25. I don't remember exactly what it is. I kind of forgot about his lock-on ability too. Like I don't know how this dude works anymore. Crap. Alright. Why would you do that? Realistically, I want him like he should be in the corner to be doing that, but since when have I been realistic? No heal for you. I feel like she's gonna be a little bit slow on trying to punch up too. Hey, we might actually be able to get a special 2 on. Or not. We start critting and then his health just melts. I was like, yeah, we're not doing that much. Crit, chunk. Turns out crits do a lot more damage. This dude has long. Yeah, I feel like that didn't do anything. I need to look at exactly what in his kit, like what cause. Like I know some matchups, like it just he does insane things, and other matchups it's like feels completely useless. I really hate that with a passion. They need to fix whatever is causing that annoying bug. It usually doesn't happen like in Battlegrounds. Not that I do it very frequently, but it does it a lot in Arena. It's obviously doing it here every time. So obnoxious. Messed that up a little bit. So much damage. Because of the compensation too, and the fact that everything resets again Monday. Like we can try and be fairly aggressive. We don't have to be. This is a terrible matchup. I just realized. Crap! I'm so dead. I'm gonna switch this around because that is an awful matchup. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap these two real quick. It's one shot by a stupid splitter. Like, I hate that. It's not even the first time that's happened. I was just talking about, like, not good, being able to be, like, kind of whatever with the keys. Alright, this is gonna do so much damage. Like, it's gonna be so much overkill. Whoosh. What was that burst? That was a lot of burst. Not even taking into account all the bursts or the incinerate after the fact. Which is a lot. That all probably could have been avoided if I had paid attention to the stupid the matchup beforehand. Yeah, saw that coming. Eight at 240. Alright, I'm gonna try this. You. You. Oh, that just permanently keeps him on that lock? Okay, that's cool. Didn't even think about it. Also do these. Oh, I don't have to worry about the stupid poison. Fun step. Now that was beast. That shock is like stupidly powerful too. It's a bit of an inordinate amount of damage that shock just happens to do. Alright, don't throw stick. dash at me, bro. Not like that. Dickwad. It's a really good way to get myself killed, honestly, using them that way. But I'm being honest. Who else remembers when the bubble pops, Civil Warrior drops? Oh my gosh. Took that one way the crap back. Oh man. Oh man. That was good. Okay, I was not expecting that. Don't throw it. You, sir, are dead and a half. Boo! Beast mode. So much damage, dude. And another block down, baby. Alright, 4 at 250. I get 250. Let's see, your shock immune, so I'm gonna do you. Actually, no, you work really great. You and fanboy. I wonder if just doing this class brought me back up under 100,000. go slow on that. I wanted to see what that burst was going to do, but no dice. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? That was a little unfortunate. It's really hard to get him back into that corner and to be able to do that without just risking eating a special to the face. Got the double. Let's go. I got the first one, and then I was like not ready for how fast that was gonna be. Not ready for it. A lot of catalysts. Alright. This one's 30. Yeah, we don't have 30 champions at that kind of level at all. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20. 20. Dude, we're one off. I could skip this with one rank up. Hot dang, we're gonna do it. One more rank 2. Dude, if I can skip 30 fights, that'll save me so much time, dude. We're doing it. Not expecting to be able to do that with just one rank up. We have a lot of rank 2s already, so. Alright, who do we want to rank up for? I feel like probably either Ultron or Viv. I like Ultron. Let's do Ultron. We got all the catalysts, so let's do this. That's fantastic. Skip a 30 fight room with 1 rank up. Let's go. That's even better than the one I did to skip to skip 20. Really? Ugh, really hate it. It doesn't seem like we get we don't get where are they at? The quest crystals for anything anymore. Like, you don't get them from doing the daily quest, even though it's a quest. Those fights don't give them. So like, I'm just like slowly depleting my stash of these things. Do it like 50 at a time. Turn around and change your mind. I caught myself up to mutant already. That's great. All right, just to make sure it save, restart. That's gonna save at 30 fights is like freaking save me like easily like 10 minutes. Just in all the loading stuff. Even though the fights are fast, it's just having to load through them all take a while. Fantastic. Alright, caught myself up to mutant. Fantastic. Progress. Alright, this one's another 20. Alright, we're gonna do might not do you. I'm gonna fam you. You do that. When you start getting up to like the 20 room ones, like you need a lot. Because you don't want to be punching up 30 on like 10 different fights, you know. Ideally, I want to punch up as little as possible all the time. Punching even is dead easy. Bit of a joke, really. I wasn't paying attention. What did my rank go up to? Wow. We could chunk that. Punching it. The baseline shocks are doing more. Which is wild. Gush. You could probably punch pretty nicely. I hate that double hit medium, dude. Dick. Crap. Does this pause the timer? It does. That's fantastic. Shock is like I did one heavy, and it was 20% of the health. Shock is like so unreasonably like powerful on his heavy. Like lagged on this special, I feel like. It took forever for that to launch. Maybe it's just that slow. Who knows? Alright, go ahead and throw that, I dare you. Got it. I love parrying specials for champions that like it does something for them. It's very satisfying. It's like I am good at it. Beautiful. Wasn't the most clean thing, but worked out well enough. Ten seconds. Alright, would it be smart to like get hit by a special one for the shocks? That was actually an axe get in, but what causes him to get the kinetic discharge? Because that is like a lot once that triggers. Okay. Okay. I feel like I understand that a little bit better now. Yup. Welcome to the late nights. Just taking it easy. Trying to grind this up a little bit. Yeah, that's against the TOS, dude. Don't even be bringing that in here. Come on. Really? You're gonna do that to me? Jerk face. In game, I believe, yes, for it was like a Battlegrounds thing to do that, but that doesn't make it okay. I need more tea. It is nice this has gone a lot faster for the buildup of this class. I spent a long time doing a lot of those fights, and like skipping straight 50 fights but doing a couple rank ups was like huge. Crap. Yeah, dude, I told you to stop. I'm gonna time you out for 5 minutes. If you come back, I'm just gonna get rid of you entirely. If you keep it up. Catch you later. For the repairing. Beautiful. Not having it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see if that's up there. It's fine. Yeah. Alright, this one's a 16er at 230. Lovely. I'm gonna have to start doing more punch-ups. I really hate this dude as a defender, dude. Freaking annoying. It's a crappy one to fight off against. Yondu you. Let's do Bam for you, I guess. I'll do you. Let's see, we'll do you. You should be fine. That's you. A little bit of punch up, a little bit annoying, but. And then that should work. You know, I'm gonna, yeah, I like Guardian. Okay. That'll be fine. Let's see, where are we at now? Dude, we're all the way up to 40k. Okay. How's the solo event looking now too? Whoops. That's actually what I was looking for. There's so many of these. Ooh, yes, yes. That allows me to get an awakening gem. We're taking that one. And those. We just need more, and then we could get another 4 crystals. We're gonna have plenty of room for that, so that's good. Plenty of catalysts as well. A lot of T5s, another 15 of those. Let me just claim these 3 real quick to open up those. None of these tier 1s matter, so I'm just gonna do that. Let's see. Well, I wanted to be civil about it. Let's see, this is only 6. That'll work. And then we can do another. Just do 1 of each, sure. Alright, the rest we can hold off on for now. Alright, where are crystals? That gives me... I doubt... Yeah, these are... Or empowered crystal with the next... What is the... That first appearance, 0.36%. Plus Ascension token, level 1 Ascended Warlock, 0.36 again. And then Empowered Grace, 5. That's actually a decent percentage chance at a 7-star. I kind of want to hold on to until we get all of those. Alright, so we get 5 more of these. Come on, give us that gentle. We want the gentle Ascension. Not gonna happen, but yeah, all 5 stars worthless. Absolutely no bueno. Alright, not what we were after anyway. Let's see, back. Can we finally get attack? So help me if I get another mutant. Come on, attack. One class we don't have. Oh, dude, it was right there. How many science do I have? Hold on. How many science do I have? It's not even gonna tell me. How many science do we have? We have 2. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, I have 4 cosmic, 4 mutants still. A mystic wouldn't have been terrible either. But I guess science isn't like terrible. What are science options? It's not even like the worst options in science, so that's fine. Alright, where were we? Tower. Okay, yeah, and then fine. Cool. Ugh. I didn't want to get backed up that far. Why would you throw that, dick? Out of balance. Do it again. Again. Like, it gives them just enough time to like launch that off before I get my heavy animation to start. I just wanted to stun him with my heavy. Oh well. It's a shame, like, I'm not even gonna see what his power is capable of, because he's just dead. That would have so much overkill, too, man. And that's with, like, a low ramp. Effective. Such a grind. Once like all these are set up, like it'll be fine, but such a grind to hit that point. Like, we're still not even at peak of any class yet. I still have one class to start, and then 2 more come at us on Wednesday. The last 2. Not even just 2 more, but like the last 2. That did not quite go as planned. Hey, we're actually gonna finally see how much damage this is gonna do. Maybe like 2 million at least. Yep, 2.17. Called it. Called it. Fantastic. It was such a ridiculously good call. Ooh, baby. That was clean. That was a clean fight. Look like it lagged a little bit, but yeah, we did drop a few frames. is going on here? Why is it disconnecting, reconnecting? What is going on? The stream's trying to tell me something. Solid damage. Respectable. 'Twas respectable. Ooh, yep, that was too slow. Ouchie, mama. This is gonna make this very difficult to finish this off now. Dang. Okay, never mind. We've got room. Like, getting armor broken was not great. Not at all. This is a crappy matchup. Why did I do this? I was not paying attention to who I was putting against who. That was dumb. Yeah. For future reference, don't put someone whose most of his damage output is Incinerate versus someone who's immune to that. It's not a good option for himself. Thankfully, he has the poison on the special too, but... crap. Alright, now if you can throw that real quick. If I could like line it up to where like they're in the corner, like he could do so much damage. Alright, yeah, he gets a lot better when you understand what you're doing with him a little better. Keeps like going wonky on me. It's gonna take me a while to deal with that too. I should probably call it here pretty soon so I can make some food. It's such an reasonably high amount of shock damage. It's really so unreasonable. Because that multi-hit is he doesn't have a relic on him either. Just realized. Yeah, I can have it. Oh, we're lagging really bad right now. Not pretty. Not pretty. Music cut out. It's just not cooperating. Refresh. I was not trying to use that either. You did. Bam. Okay. That was no bueno. Ooh. 12 at 240. Oof. Let's see. You need that. You're gonna do you to that, you for that, sure. You for that. You. Jack. Let's try Seth. You. Try you that. You have the resistance, which is not ideal. Which will hurt most of these guys. I want to give Bastion a try. Let's do you. It is only 12, it's not the worst thing. Alright, let's get through this one, get to 80, and then we'll probably call it there. See about making myself some dinners. That was cutting it way closer than I would have hoped for. That was terrible. For a bigger punch, I should have done the special ones and then special two, for sure. That's for sure. Alright, this is also a 20 punch-up, so we're gonna go for the full special 2, special 1 kind of lineup here. Yeah, you can punch that up pretty well. Like, if it was a little bit better planning, like that could have been like I could get 2 special 1s in the same Fury cycle if I just got a little bit more power before throwing it. Yeah, that would work. I think you can punch up 25 without too much issue. 30 would be maybe a little bit much. Yeah, if you can get at least 2 stacks of that, it just friggin' melts, man. But the spacing usually isn't right to get that without, I usually don't want to dash in. What the heck was that? Yeah, he's actually doing stuff now that I'm like working him. Why would you throw that, you jerk? That was ridiculous. Not cool. Missed the... Okay. Dang. That heavy hurt. Does hurt. I think that was well worth the time to get the extra crit rate and damage. Hot dang. That was exceptional. I was going fairly quickly on that. It usually takes longer I use a lot more time doing like a BG match doing that. Crap. That was entirely my fault. Alright. We might actually see some Incinerate this time. But we'll see. No, he's still gonna be roasted. So much overkill. Insane, that damage, dude. Brutal. Alright, who did I put as the last one? If the fight will load. Alright, we're not even at the last one, really. Come on. Okay, that was my fault. My bad. Okay. Alright, don't miss. Okay, that. Okay, where's my input at? That was ridiculous. I went the wrong direction. Stupid. Ouch. Dude, why would you do that? Freaking jerk face, dude. Like, back-to-back specials, dude. Dick. Not cool. That minute clock is like making a lot of champions not as effective. Okay, well, I tried to get a parry off and I just didn't. Whoosh. He's got a lot of reach, for sure. More catalysts. Alright, this one's 8 at 250. 250! Oh, of course, he's freaking the first one. Alright, you're gonna get done with Fam, that's for darn sure. I'm gonna do you with you. I'm gonna do you. It's gonna be a punch up. But we will make it work. We're gonna do that. You should punch that nicely. You're fine to do that. You are squishy, and that should work. Alright. We're at 35.9 now. Alright, just because I have the boost on, I'm not gonna do them, but I want to like see where this puts me. Ah, dang. Just so much stuff. Starting at 65. This one's 230. Look at that, we got some 35s. We got a 270 because he's rank 5 and he's got the double ascension. Hot dang. Yeah, I want to see like what kind of damage that does just on that punch. I'm curious. Alright, we're gonna go with Cersei. And we'll go with D. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do these just to get up that. Hopefully I can do a skip of like a big room on the next room or something. 270. Hot dang. That is like the highest of any I have, because he's the only one that's rank 5 and double ascended. Or no, not the only one. Science has one now too. Well, that was not what I was going for. But it works. Because of the inflated damage numbers, like he just regens all of the damage, all the health back. It's fantastic. Oh man, fantastic. All right, we can do. That was not particularly clean, but whatever. Alright, how hard are we gonna hit? Really? You gonna parry me? That should be enough to... Nah, he's a little bit too tanky for it. Armor makes him a little bit on the tanky side. Not his best matchup. Like Adam Warlock is not gonna be like on the best side for this either, because like you want to be baiting specials with Warlock. It's just gonna eat into your time. Again, really good champion. It's just like that minute clock hurts him too. Darn. All right, so this one's 20, right? Should have, I guess that's 8, 12. Yeah, we've got enough champions for that. We don't have to rank anybody up to skip this one. Huzzah. Just do that real quick. Let's skip it. Got enough. Actually, have quite a few. There's another. We had another 4 in excess, so we have 24 possible to do that with. Although on the tech one, we did the full like 30 skip, which means I would need another what, 6 of them ranked up. So I would probably do well, definitely Heimdall. Either way. At least that skips 20. Ooh. I'm gonna need some rice too for it, aren't I? Might have to cook some rice. Well, dang, it's not gonna work well. Eh, top 10,000. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at wrong one. I'll look at the rankings. So yeah, 150 was the cutoff. So if you, that's like that cutoff there. Yeah, ideally I wanted to be like at least 1,500. Yeah. If I could do better than 1,000, that would be like really, really good. But top 1,500 like is basically where I ideally want to be. So I think we can pull that off. If I max these out, I think we should be able to be there. We got a lot of rooms in Cosmic to do. And we're at 8,000 right there. See how much this 20 extra points puts me. Yeah, and then 16 at 210. That I don't think we have. I don't think we can skip that. Yeah, dude, I'm actually 1 short of skipping this one too. Bro, you're kidding. I'm 1 rank 3 short of skipping this room entirely. Dude, I think we just do Heimdall because we want to rank him up anyway. We would need to do 2 ranks on him, but yeah, let's do that. Frickin' ridiculous, dude. Let's skip this one as well. One short. That's ridiculous, dude. Alright, let's get Heimdall ranked up now that we have him finally. Skip some more. Alright. We have a bunch of alright, Heimdall, where are you at? Where is ye? There we go. We got 3 of these. Looks like we're already at the unevenness. And we got the tooth and claw. Yes. Beautiful. Bingo. Skip it. Skip another 16. It would take a bunch more to skip the 30 room. Like I said, I needed what, like 6 more? Not that I couldn't do it, but it'd be a lot. Alright, 220. Yeah. Then 12 at 220. That we would be 3 short, unfortunately. Did anyone prove that the 5 actually doesn't count? It has to be 10. Either way, 12 is not like terrible, but. Alright, you actually might as well just overkill that one. Yeah, I'm gonna try handball. Oh, because that's why it hadn't updated yet. I was like, no way it didn't up me from doing that. Alright, I might do a little bit more off-stream climbing and stuff, but I need to make myself some food, so. We did more grind, huzzah! Ugh, so, have a good night. I will, I'm experimenting a little bit with dinner right now. So, who knows how it's going to come out tasting. So, but with that, have a good night. Peace, and I will catch y'all around another time. Deuces.